Also being okay if things do change. I'm not putting my entire life's worth in achieving these goals. They're just things that I would like to happen, and if they do, that's great. And if not, life is still good and life is still beautiful.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. So today I'm going to be bringing you guys along with me as I plan my 2021 goals. So I've done a lot of these types of videos throughout the years and they usually perform pretty well. So if you're new here, hey, what's up? If you found me through this video, I'm Hannah. I'm a junior in college, I go to school in Nashville, and I'm all about productivity, goal setting, running my own business, and really just following your dreams, which sounds cliche, but I hope that this video actually shows you a plan that can help you first dream those big dreams and set big goals for yourself, but then also be able to achieve them. But anyway, let me get right into explaining how I am setting my goals for this year, and then I'm literally going to take you guys along as I was brainstorming and writing out my goals for different areas of my life. So the book I'm actually going to be using today to write out my goals is the Artist of Life workbook. This is by Lavender. She's amazing. If you have my own workbook, my Dream Achieve workbook, you can use that as well. This one is a little bit different. Lavender sent this to me and I'm really happy she did because I'm out of my own workbooks. I don't even have a new one for myself this year. And so this isn't like a daily planner. It's really just like a goal setting workbook. So anyway, it was nice to try out something different, and yeah, I really liked it. So gotta support a fellow workbook creator. So she has different spreads for different goals, like health goals, relationship goals, career goals, all these things. And so I kind of thought about first my year as a whole and what things I want to achieve in each area of my life. But what I don't love to do is set like resolutions for the whole year, because you write down, let's say 10 resolutions January 1st. Maybe you remember them till February, but then normally you won't look back at that piece of paper till December 31st after the whole year has gone by and you forgot about all your goals. So I like to first think about my goals in each area of my life, but then what I tend to do and what works for me more is setting more quarterly and monthly goals. If you like to stay really on top of productivity and goal setting, then maybe do monthly. If you're someone who only has a few things going on every month and you feel like a quarter, which is 3 months, is more time, and it gives you more of a cushion to achieve those goals because you're giving yourself 3 months instead of 1 month, then set quarterly goals. This workbook, I like how it has both. So as I said, I kind of think about what I want my year to look like as a whole, and then I think of what do I want to get done in January, February, and March, and specifically in January. And so you'll see that at the end. I'm going to do a video next on how to actually stick with these goals and how to make it a plan and get them and keep them in your routine and make habits in your routine to succeed in these goals. But this is just a brainstorm of everything I want my life to look like in 2021. So it's a long planning process, so let's just get straight into that, and I hope you guys enjoy. So after reflecting on the previous year, it is time to set some goals for 2021. So I am flipping to the goals section, and Lavender has it where you have different prompts for all these different sections of your life. So first is health goals, and the first prompt says, how do I want my body to feel? And I love this because I oftentimes think, oh, I will look so much better if I lose 10 pounds or if I start lifting more weights. But instead of thinking about looks, this prompt really asks, how do you want your body to feel? And so I wrote out, I want to feel confident in my body, healthy, rarely sick, and proud of what my body can do. 2020 has really showed me that it isn't about looks, it's about health and making sure that you feel confident and you're also healthy, because with a global pandemic, health is super important. The second prompt says, to make that happen, my health habits and goals will be. So I'm now writing out little things that I know I can do to really take control of my health and make me feel how I just wrote above, how I want to feel. So first off is to take vitamins daily, something I don't do and I really want to get started doing. The second is to work out / move my body 4 to 5 times a week. I was doing really good at this while I was in school and I was in my routine, but coming home for the holidays, to be honest, I rarely work out when I'm home. I just kind of get started with my day and I don't feel as good. So I want to get back into my routine of working out regularly. My third point is make food I feel good about and that fuels me. So not saying that I have to eat low-calorie meals, definitely not, but eating in a way that makes me feel good. and just making food that tastes good and makes me feel good. My next point is to only follow people, meaning on social media, who inspire me and not make me feel insecure. I will say there's some people I follow on Instagram which I find myself looking at their photos and comparing my body. I mean, I compare myself in a lot of ways to people online, just like anyone, whether it's career goals, whether it's relationship goals, whatever it may be, but health is a big one as well. And so I really want to focus on following body positive people. And yes, it's good to have some inspiration, but if you find yourself constantly getting sad just from looking at Instagram, some things need to change. So that's a goal of mine. And then lastly is to stop negative self-talk. I do this just like anyone else, look in the mirror some days and not like what I see. And so I really just want to turn around my language and only say uplifting things to myself. Moving on to the next page, this is relationship goals. So how you want to interact with the people around you and those you love. So the first prompt is, who are the most important people in my life? So I, of course, wrote my family, and then I wrote my boyfriend Jimmy and my friends, and also you guys, my followers, subscribers, whatever label there is. And you guys are really important in my life too, and I think about you daily. So I also added you to the list. And then the second prompt is, what can I do to create deeper, more fulfilling relationships? So thinking about last year, it was hard. We didn't see as many people as we usually do, or at least I didn't. And so it definitely took a toll on some of my friendships, I would say. And so I didn't get to see most of my family either. And so what I wrote for this year, and I hope things change this year, but my first point is to schedule quality time with friends. Hopefully when summer rolls around and I'm back in my hometown, I can schedule more time with my high school friends and people that I maybe didn't get to see as much this year. Next point is to plan meaningful date nights. Again, something my boyfriend Jimmy and I had to kind of think about this year, doing long distance and starting to date during a pandemic. I mean, it was definitely unique. There's no movie nights at the theaters, so we had to be creative with our date nights, but I really just want to make sure that when we are in person and we are together, that what we do is very meaningful. Visit home more often is my next point. I want to also call extended family members. That's something that I can easily do and won't take that much time, but I know will mean a lot to me and the person I call. And then also, lastly, be present in my DMs, and that's for you all. The last prompt on this page is, what kind of people/relationships do I want to invite into my life this year? And I like this because it's not like we're canceling out all these toxic people. I mean, that's another opinion that I have. I don't have time to share here, but I think it's important to really work on relationships and not just cut people out the first time that maybe they wrong you, unless, it's a certain bad circumstance. So I like this prompt, how it's inviting new people into your life instead of just thinking about cutting out people. So anyway, I put fun-loving, just not too wild, Jesus-loving, creative, go-getters, truly care for me, meaning they're dependable. And also, lastly, I wrote different than me, which is something that I've kind of noticed about my friend group from school this year. We all are very unique in our own ways. We all have different majors. We're from different states. And I really like that. I like that not everyone really know my friends or other YouTubers or people on social media. I like that we're all different. We have different strengths and different qualities. And I think that can be really great in a friend group. The next page is career goals, which if you know me, these are some of my favorite goals to set. They're the easiest for me to achieve, actually. I have a harder time with the health and relationship and personal goals. But anyway, first on my list is to launch my new Dream Achieve workbooks. I'm very, very excited to relaunch my goal setting workbook planners. Next point is to host more digital or hopefully an in-person event. I hosted one in-person event in 2018, one in 2019. Didn't get to last year, but I love doing them. I also hope to sell out of workbooks in 2021. So I want to launch them and maybe sell out of all my inventory again before 2022 so I can do a new one for 2022. We'll see. And lastly, it is to grow my YouTube, IG, and TikTok following. And I am going to be more specific with how many followers I want and how I want to grow this year, which I normally don't do, but I'm really just feeling like I'm ready for some growth in my platforms. And so I'm going to get more specific with those goals when I look at them month to month. The next prompt is, what do I want to do more of in 2021 related to career? One is to make educated moves. I sometimes jump ahead without looking at all the factors. I just want to get going and get finished, but making educated moves. I also want to post meaningful content. I think that's a great way to connect with your audience, to grow your audience, and it's just therapeutic for me when I know that my content is helpful and not just another picture of my face out there. I also want to work less, which is kind of funny that this is on the career goals page, but it's really true. I want to have dedicated time off, which I find is really hard to do for myself. The next prompt is, what do I want to stop doing or do less of in 2021? First off is comparing myself to others. I think a lot of you guys actually compare yourself to me, which I understand because I do that to people who are bigger than me and who are more successful than me. But I just wish that you guys wouldn't, because there's a lot of things you guys don't see, and everyone's journey is different. And so I'm trying to stop comparing myself. Also, constantly thinking about work. And lastly, being scared to post. Yes, I have been doing this for 10 years and I still get scared to post some things on Instagram, some things on TikTok. Yeah. Last prompt on this page is, what is something I want to do that feels scary/exciting? So kind of going along with that, being scared to post, posting more reels and TikToks kind of does scare me in a way. It's just different, and I have more of like my friends who see my Instagram, so I'll post whatever I want on YouTube, but like on Instagram I'm like, oh, the people who are like from my hometown, from my high school and middle school, like they see this stuff, and so I'm a little bit more nervous to post reels and TikToks, but I'm making it a goal every month to post a certain amount. I also want to speak more events, like live on stage, which again hopefully happens in 2021 or in 2022. I can do more public speaking and presenting, and I just love that, but it always is so scary. The last page of goals I want to share is my personal growth goals. So the prompt is, what would I like to learn in 2021? Obviously, I'm still in school, so I am learning a lot in school, and I would like to continue being on the dean's list at my school, so getting good grades in all my classes. I put this goal every year and it never happens, but we'll see if this is the year. I want to learn more Spanish words. Yeah, I know I can't like be fluent right now in Spanish just from learning on Duolingo, but just learning a little bit more would be nice. This is kind of not about learning, but it's just a personal growth goal I have, and that is to take more adventures and travel somewhere new. I put travel somewhere new every year because even though I know I can't go on like these grand vacations every year, just going to like a new little city could be really cool. And I did get to do that in February or early March of 2020. So that was really awesome that I did get to accomplish that in 2020, and I hope that it happens again in 2021, maybe a little later in the year. The next prompt is books I'd like to read in 2021. All of these I have started, so hopefully I finish them. Blowing My Way to the Top by Jen Atkins, finish The Circle Maker, I'm almost done with that book, and Conscious Leadership. All books I have started, but I'm just so bad at finishing them. Lastly is life lessons I'm still learning and working on. 1, take my time, life is beautiful. 2, relationships come first. That's something I have to work on. Like I said, I put career first a lot of times and like YouTube and business goals, but I do really want to focus on relationships. And all glory to God. A very hard one for me. I sometimes want to take credit for all my work, but all the glory really does go to God. He is my provider. He is my everything. So he gives me all that I have, and all glory should just go to him. So now that I've thought about all these areas of my life and how I want them to improve in 2021, it's obvious I can't start working on all those goals January 1st. That's how resolutions just slip away if you try to do too much at one time. And so I really like having monthly and quarterly goals. So this page works on your quarter one, which is January, February, and March. So you want to write down the goals and projects you have for this quarter and make it specific for each month. So by March, I want to receive all my inventory for my new workbooks, but in January, I want to just receive and approve my samples. In January, I'm also going to be hosting a YouTube Skill Pop event. So it's an online webinar about how to start a YouTube channel. It's like an hour-and-a-half presentation. It's going to be really cool, and I'm excited to invite you guys to that. Tickets will be going on sale soon. That will be happening in January. Receive samples, like I said, and do this Dream Achieve YouTube series. My next big goal for quarter one is to post my business journey on TikTok and try to grow my TikTok in like the business, college, entrepreneur realm. And so in February, that's going to be a focus of mine. And also focus on the board that I am on with the Female Quotient and Female Quotient Next Gen. And then in March, I don't have too many projects or goals that I know of now. I'm sure things will come, but maybe start a new podcast season if the opportunity presents itself. That's not really up to me. It's just up to the team behind the podcast, but that is what my Q1 is looking like. And then, I love this, you get even more specific with just your January 2021 goals. So there's the prompt. January will be, and I just wrote stellar. I just liked that word. It sounded right. So my main goals for January, and this is where I literally only write like 4 to 5 goals. These are the things that I'm going to be trying to integrate into my daily routine, make habits out of them, and work on them just in January so that I achieve them in January and can move on to my next set of goals for February. So these goals are: work out 4 to 5 times a week, take vitamins daily, receive samples for the workbook and approve those. And here I got specific and wrote out how I wanted to reach 180 subscribers. And then she also had these mini goals, and so I just kind of extended my goal list here to the smaller things. But post 5 IG reels over the month, reach 1,300 followers on TikTok, and just feel good in my skin overall. Now, how you actually achieve those small goals every month is by adding it into your habits, which make up your day, which make up your weeks, which make up your life. If you remember that quote from last year's goal setting video, you're amazing. So basically, you can use a habit tracker for this. You can make one. You can just like have a little tally mark on a whiteboard every time you do one of these habits in your day. But think about how you can turn your goals into habits. So for example, my first goal of working out 4 to 5 times a week, a habit, this one's easy, but a habit I have for that is just to get to the gym, to do an at-home workout, to go on a walk. It's just working out. Reach 180,000 subscribers. That may be a goal that the habit isn't really there, so it may take a little bit more brainstorming. But basically, for that goal, I would say, okay, I'm going to post 3 times a week on YouTube. I'm going to share every one of the videos I post on my Instagram stories to promote it. Just doing little things like that is what the habit is to reach that goal of hitting 180,000 subscribers. Don't worry, I am going to be filming a video soon on how to stick to these habits and make sure you put them into your daily routine and therefore sticking to your goals and resolutions. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different doing the voiceover and everything, but I'm happy that now my goals are set for 2021 and for January. Maybe you did this exercise with me as I went along. That would be super cool. I'd love for you guys to comment below one of your goals for January 2021. I'd love to hear them and cheer you on. And if you want more goal setting content and motivation other than just what I'm posting on YouTube, even though in the month of January, I'm going to be posting at least 3 times a week on this channel. If you want more, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Both are at Miss Hannah Ashton, and I would love to see you guys over there. I will see you guys in my next Dream Achieve video. Bye!